To overcome the fears, one needs to prepare for parenthood by learning about the changes and the difficulties that he or she will face as a new parent. Anyway, this doesn't say that you won't experience anything by learning about them, but they will help you to how to respond to those difficulties, how to respond to those changes, and just be okay as a new parent. Hey, beautiful people, welcome back. So today I'm going to talk about the fears that most of us experience, as in we have them before we get into parenthood. There's some people who are watching this video right now and they're yet to be parents, and they want to be parents, but still they have those fears inside them. There are some voices inside their heads telling them, giving them doubts if it is going to be okay or not. Well, uh you know parenting is not just everyone has a different way of tackling the difficulties and the changes of being a parent. Most people find the transition to parenthood challenging because having a baby can cause you to have some degree of grief or loss, like loss of freedom, time with friends, work, and also financial independence. So I know you will have some fears. What if this and this happens? What if I don't do this and this? Well, it's okay because I know that everyone has those questions before getting into parenthood, as in before you become a new parent. So today I'm going to help you to overcome that. So one of the questions that maybe you keep on asking yourself is like what sort of a parent are you going to be? Okay, maybe you want to be like your mom or your dad. You want to be a parent, like maybe there's someone who mentors you, or there's someone whom you admire and you think that you should be like them. But do you think that that's going to happen? Life keep on changing. So right now maybe you have a lot of money, then when you get into parenthood, you have two kids, something happens, and God forbid, you are down to zero. So there's some things that you should know that they can happen. They may happen, and you should know how you should tackle those problems. So you are asking yourself what sort of a parent you want to be, and you have to prepare for that because you have something in your mind. You know what you want, so you should put down some notes somewhere if you have to, yeah, so that you should know what to do and what to help you to get where you want to be. You can have this fear of maybe right now you are currently in a situation of let me say stress. So stress can have some different sources, maybe work, relationship, family. Those are some of the few sources of stress. So let me say, like, maybe you have a stress of like in relationship, and maybe you are newly married, or I don't know, but you have some kind of stress in your relationship, and you are yet to be parent. Maybe even you are expectant, and when you look at the situation, wherever you are like, it's not going to be solved so soon, and you are going to be a parent soon. So what will you do about it? Okay, so if you're in such a situation, what I can suggest is that you should have something in mind of trying to you should have something in mind which will help you to overcome the stress that you are passing through right now. You'll be having a baby with you, or even you'll be having babies. For the ones who get twins, I wish I could get twins, but yeah. And you are going into parenthood, so you should do something about it. You should know that the baby is coming, and there's this and this and this. My husband is a drunkard, or there's this and this in the family that is keeping me so stressed all day all night. Okay, and I'm going to have a baby. my friend, it's high time for you to know what you're going to do about it early enough before the baby comes. Other stress can be like the stress of financial stress, yeah. So, and you are going to be a parent soon, and you have these challenges and finances. So what are you going to do about it? As I said about the other type of stress, you should do something. You should have something in mind how you're going to do it, because the baby is coming, and that means you have to have a lot of you have to have more income, because there'll be so many needs that need to be tackled. Okay, so I think it's high time for you to sit down with your partner, or if you can't sit with him or her, do it yourself. Have something in mind. Have a plan. What are you going to do about it? You don't have a job right now. Maybe you're expectant. What are you going to do about it? You should have a plan, not just, okay, I don't have work, I'm unemployed, so what am I going to do? Do something. Sell anything that comes into your mind. If it's eggs, whatever, just do it, because you're going to be a parent, and that baby will not know if there's cash in the house or not. He or she will need to feed. He or she will need to be dressed up. So what are you going to do about it? So that's something. I know you have fears, but you should have a plan. Okay. Another thing is that maybe you have these fears, or you have these expectations of what you're going to do as a parent. But have you asked yourself, like, whatever I want as a parent, does my partner also want that? Yeah, that's a question you should ask yourself. If you think it worries you so much, it gives you fear, talk to your partner. Talk about parenting. You're not yet parents, but talk about it, because they'll be coming. Those children are going to be born. Yeah, so you're supposed to sit down and talk about it. What your fears, his fears, what you expect as a parent, what you want as a parent, he or she wants what as a parent, and you put your thoughts together, and that will help you. The fear of, what am I going to, I need this and this, but what if, yeah, is not going to, uh you're going to worry less if you have someone whom you're talking to. Okay, if you and your partner are sitting down and putting those thoughts together and giving each other hope. Yeah. Well, I think the most thing that there's some few things that we fear as a parent. I still fear, because the baby is here. I have a kid right now, and I have to worry. Before you become a parent, maybe you're expectant, you are already worrying, and here the baby is here, you still worry, because that's how life it is. Because you can't just sit there. You have someone who is depending on you, and you have nothing in mind. You don't have this what if this and this happens. That's not normal. So I think one thing that we keep on, like, every day, maybe your kid is going to school, maybe is out there playing, but you have this fear of, what if an accident happens? That will always be in your mind. And right now, you're not yet a parent, but you are thinking about it. So what are you going to do about it? This accident is something like we can't avoid. Yeah, if it's an accident, it's an accident. So what are you going to do about it? There is nothing you're going to do about it. Pray about it, one thing. And the other thing is that you should uh help your kid to know about the safe measures early enough. Maybe is learning about riding, is learning how to ride a bicycle. So what are you going to tell him about safety? Put on a helmet, yeah, something like that. And he or she will grow and know that this and this, as in putting a helmet when I'm riding a bike, is safe for me, because something can happen any minute, and I'm going to be safe. uh when they're playing that, I'm sure, for those who are parents who are watching this video, it's something that you are inside, or you are away, you are at work, and your baby is playing, or he has gone to school, then they are in the playground doing some activities like football and the other activities. And something happens, he will fall, he will hurt himself, and that's normal. So if my if you are there and you're ready to be a parent and you have this fear, my friend, even if you become a parent, you still have the fear. Well, I'm not here to scare you, but it's something that happens and it's normal. Well, some accidents lead to death, but that's, I think that's God's work. I can't say about that. You are that person who was bullied in school. Sorry about that. But I think bullying will never stop. So you maybe you passed through that, you were bullied, it was so horrible for you, and your kid is here. He's growing so fast, he's going to school, soon he's been in high school and the other levels. It's okay. And bullying is everywhere. Well, for the I know in Kenya, bullying is also is both in for girls and boys, both of them pass through bullying. But I think in Kenya, bullying as a is more to for the boys, especially in the high school boarding schools. Okay, so you are worried. Now, I have this question. We want you take your child to the school that he has been called to because you fear that he's going to be bullied. You will. So I'm saying the fears that you have right now, they'll keep on coming as the child grows up. Yes, it's normal. Well, I think you should be close to your children. Some children go through so much, but they can't tell their parents what they're going through. So that's the importance of you being around your children, as in keeping the bond strong, so that if anything happens, they can be able to tell you whatever is going through in their lives. Because I think bullying can come with so much, as in the effects can be long term, like having depression, some even commit suicide, some what's this, mm, self-esteem is important as the child grows up. So if it's being bullied, some get bullied even in primary school. So as the child grows up, the self-esteem we just is so low, and that will also affect the performance in school. So you see, most of the kids that have this poor performance in school, some of them don't have any confidence, they don't have self-esteem. Yes, because they have been bullied, and they think that if they ask questions, maybe they're going to be laughed at, they're going to face this and this, and that's bad. So you as a parent, you know that it can happen. I'm not saying it's a guarantee that's going to happen, but you should have that expectation that bullying can happen in school. So keep the bond strong with your kids. Some are being bullied by even their teachers, you know. So what I can say is that it's going to happen. It might happen. So don't you have the fear, you know what to do. Talk to your child. If it happens, it's a serious matter that it needs to be dealt with so immediately. Okay. Well, what if your kid is the one who is bullying the others? What should you do about it? He's the one doing it, not he's not the victim. Okay. So you've been called to the principal and you are told that your kid is a bully. What are you going to do about it? In those children who are like that, maybe at home there is a violence, yes, or their parents treat them so violently, so they do that to their fellow kids. So I'm saying you have that fear, but how are you going to raise your kid? Because if he grows up like that, he or she will become a violent parent, and you don't want your grandkids to go through that, do you? We have this fear of stranger danger, like you are working and you need a house help so badly, and you posted a post in online, maybe on social media, and you want a house help, and there you go, you get a very nice house help who knows how to take care of kids. You have been told that she has experience, maybe even 15 years experience, 20 years experience, and you think this is the person who should take care of my kids. And then something happens, you come back from work and the baby is nowhere to be seen. They happen, we see them on news. Okay, so you have that fear, but do you think that you're going to stay without one? If you really need one, you're going to have one. So I think these fears, we have them. I also have that fear. If I leave my kid with a house, how am I going to, will I even have peace when I'm at work? Maybe you're not going to have peace, but that's life. You're not going to do anything about it because you really need someone to help you. You can't just ignore that. You can't say I won't have one because I fear uh maybe the house help is going to beat my child. Maybe the house help is going to run away with him or her. You can't help it. All you need to do, just keep your kids in prayers, because in anything that happens, God is the only one who's going to protect them. Okay, so with all those fears, with all the questions that you have, what if, what if, my friend, it is normal, and don't fear to get into parenthood. It's going to change you, and just hope for the better, and you're going to enjoy it. Thank you for watching. God bless you for clicking this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and like the video. Comment if you think this is helpful, and I'll appreciate it.